so what's going on, guys? I got the half horsepower made with meat grinder right here. I just picked this up, I had it delivered to me. The reason I got this, I want to get into sausage making. I want to grind my own burgers, and I want to grind the fat to make some homemade beef tallow as well. One of my biggest concerns before even getting this was I didn't know if you need a 1 horsepower or 1.5 horsepower grinder to do some sausages. I didn't know if it was gonna be powerful enough, but I checked out one of Chud's videos where he showed all his gear that he uses for making sausage. He said he used a half horsepower meat grinder for a really long time, and it's good for the backyard barbecue cook. So I picked this up. It was on special. I think it was $269, and usually it's like $399. So I figure, you know, it's a good deal. Perfect time to pick it up. I'm gonna check out this paperwork and just see, you know, all the little details I need to go through to put this thing together. And you know, I'm sure it's pretty simple, but I just want to make sure. But I'm gonna get this all put together. We're gonna make some brisket burgers. I'm gonna smoke them up. If you know about Leroy and Lewis, they're well known for their smoked burgers, so I'm gonna try to replicate that. I'm gonna try to do it the best I can, so stick around, guys. Check it out, here we go. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is get the meat that you're gonna use. I got this big choice regular brisket right here. I thought about getting a couple chuck roast and some short rib and mixing it like that, but I figure it's easier just to get this. And the fat ratios are gonna work out pretty good, I think. Typically, you're looking for a fat ratio of, you know, 80-20 to 70-30. And there's a good amount of fat on here, and there's a lot of meat, so it's gonna work out just fine, I'm pretty sure. So all I'm gonna do is just go through here and just cut, you know, little cubes, like inch by inch cubes. Just so it's gonna be easy to put in the meat grinder. Now if I feel like there's too much fat, because there is a lot of fat on here, I might take a little bit out, but I'll just see how it looks once it's all cut up. By the way, this is 11.5 pound brisket. I'm doing half-pound burgers, so it's probably gonna give me like around 20 patties, I think. So, should be pretty good. There's a lot of fat up in there. All right, guys, so this is all that brisket trimmed up. Good amount of fat in there. I actually went through and took a little bit of the fat out, but as you can see, it looks like a pretty good fat ratio, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna throw this in the freezer for like 45 minutes to get all this chilled up, so when it goes in the meat grinder, it grinds really well because you don't want all the fat to kind of gunk up in the meat grinder. Also, I'm gonna chill the components of the meat grinder. So 45 minutes, we're gonna grind up the meat. All right, now we got everything chilled, so the meat's not gonna gunk up and be all sludge when I grind it. I'm gonna start out by putting it in the hopper a little bit, give it a little bit of a head start. Then we're just gonna grind this up. I'm using the coarse die with this. I'm gonna run this through 2 times on the coarse die, and that should be good like that, I'm pretty sure. All right, one more time. All right, there you go, 1 ground up entire brisket. We're gonna form the patties. So you're gonna need some patty wax for this. So I've had this burger press for a few years, and honestly, I've only used it probably like 3 times just because I don't like it too much. When you put the meat in there, then you stamp it down, it kind of leaves it uneven, like not a uniform press. So I'm not really feeling this, I'm not gonna use that. But I went ahead and got the exact burger press that Chud uses in his videos. This one measures out 1/2 pound and 1/4 pound. And you get a uniform stamp, you just go like that and stamp it down, and that's all you gotta do. So I'll link this stuff down below if you wanna check it out. So I'm doing 1/2 pound patties, so what you want is 8 ounces, which is 1/2 pound, or you want 225 grams. These are gonna be some big ass burgers. And all you gotta do, form a little ball, don't overwork it too much. Put it in the middle, piece of paper on top, smash it down. There you go. Got yourself a burger. So all I'm gonna do is get all these burger patties formed up. I'm gonna throw them in a hotel pan, throw them in the fridge for a few hours. Overnight would be better, but we're gonna be all right. We're just gonna give it time for the meat to kind of bind together so it doesn't fall apart. And that's it. So out of that 11.5 pound brisket, I got 18 burger patties out of it. So that's how it worked out. So into the fridge, a few hours, let all this stuff bond together. Then we're gonna season it up and smoke it up. So this is what they call a Dalmatian rub at Leroy and Lewis, which is basically 2 parts coarse ground black pepper, 16 mesh, and 1 part kosher salt. So I did 1 cup and 2 cups. All I'm gonna do is take the burgers and just dredge them in here and get them all covered. so we got the pit going at 275. Got the burgers going on. And I thought I needed more burgers than I have, but I'm only putting 8 burgers on. I'm gonna freeze the rest. So I know there's a lot of people out there that like medium burgers. I'm gonna cook these to an internal temperature of 130. And with burgers, I don't even care if they're a little more well done. So 130 internal, then I'm gonna sear them off and put cheese on it, and it's gonna taste good. So there you go. Alright guys, so got these burgers right here, 130 degrees internal. I'm just gonna sear them off in this flat top right here, put some cheese on it, and that's it. Also got some buns, I put some mayo on there. So there it is, guys. Shout out to Leroy and Lewis and Chud's Barbecue for this badass burger. Tastes good as hell. Smoky. Seasoned well. There you go. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, I just want to jump on real quick and explain some things to you guys. If you saw the amount of seasoning I put on that burger, at first I thought it was going to be way too much. But if you guys are going to recreate this burger, do it the exact same way. It's not going to be over seasoned. The pepper mellows out and it's not too salty or anything like that, which was kind of a concern that I had before I made it, but it came out great. There's good smoke flavor to it. Got a good sear on it. Everything tasted really good. I know I'm not explaining it too well on the video here, but trust me guys, you're going to love this burger. Even if you get some pre-ground meat from the store, you don't have to grind your own meat or anything like that. It's going to taste really good. Even if you throw it in a pellet cooker, it doesn't even matter. This is one of my favorite burgers now to do. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. Peace out.